and just Jessica. Woo! And a little bit in a good mood today. This is a YouTube questionnaire tag. It's a beauty YouTuber personal growth tag. I was tagged in this from Jammie Jarrozy. Of course, I will leave her description. And all the people I tag, I will leave their descriptions. Their links in the description box, okay? So it's 15 questions. And I want to do this very spontaneous because I don't like to think too much over my answers. I like to be a little bit out there, so I might say something wrong or something controversial. I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. Okay. So the first question is, was it mentally or emotionally difficult to start your channel and why? Mentally it was because I'm a procrastinator. Emotionally, I was kind of like, I don't know, what am I expecting? Like, I was kind of pressured from my mom and my brother to do this. And so it was like, I was always thinking like, nobody wants to watch this shit. You know, I had that bad thing about comparing myself to other people. So I'm like, look at all these drop dead gorgeous girls out there. And nobody wants to watch my shit. That was what was emotionally keeping me from doing it, but it actually helped me a lot. Come on, people. I'm trying to do a video. I keep getting all these messages and they're showing up on the screen. Okay, so question number 2. Did you do any planning before you started your channel, like a mission statement or make it different from others? My saying of my channel when I first started was, I'm not done yet. Because of my age, I'm not a little spring chicken that's starting a channel with 20 years old and has the perfect face with no with the full elasticity. But my kind of like thing that I was trying to bring over is just because you're a mature audience or a mature woman doesn't mean that you can't play anymore, because I don't like neutrals. I like to go a little bit out there. I like to cut my crease and use glitters, and I like to play around. And I think a little bit of the little girl comes out in me sometimes, or some of the womanhood that I lost during my 20s and 30s just because I had so many different other problems. Now I can actually do what I want to do. I've kind of developed myself into a woman, so now I kind of know what I like. So that was kind of like the message I was trying to bring over. Don't ever feel like you can't start a channel because of your age or because you looked. I was just being very shallow towards myself, and I was trying to bring that out, that it's okay. But I had no planning. I had no lighting. My first video, I'm sitting on a chair in my living room with all my stuff on a table and a phone that actually fried the next day, and I had to go get a new one. I've actually had 2 phones since then because I really abuse my phones. But this one I got right here is really good. It's been lasting me over a year now. Okay, so question. So I basically just dove into mine. I worked on everything later. Okay, so question number 3. What was a misconception you had before starting your channel? I thought it would kind of be easier. I thought it would just, I thought social networking would be just as easy as by Facebook. Facebook and Instagram, I get followers and people I know all the time. But it's not that easy on YouTube. And it's kind of like, I wasn't calculating on people just to use your channel as a number for their channel. Like a lot of people, I'm done with the sub for sub shit or the lives. If I see someone alive that I'm having a great conversation with them, I will go to their channel and check it out, and I will subscribe, but I have to have no expectations in return that they will do the same. But there are the ones out there, they hit your channel up. They say, oh, new friend here, subscribe, and they're not. I always wait a day or two because then people are gone in a day or two. They just want to use you for your numbers. So I didn't, and the thing is, subscribing is for free and it's limitless. So I'm wondering what's the point on unsubscribing and doing the whole thing But so yeah, that's something I was really like weirded out about. Like, why do people do that if they're gonna take it back? Like, what's the point? But it's okay. I'd rather have sincere watchers than the numbers. So, but it's crazy. It's crazy. But that was a misconception of how hard it was to network. So question number 4: what lessons did you learn in the first 6 months of having your channel? Well, the lessons that I've learned is nothing comes from nothing. You have to put in some time and effort. It is fun, but it does take work at the same time. So, I mean, it's a time effort, and you do put money into it, because if you want your quality of stuff to get a little bit better, then you're always kind of like investing in little gadgets and things and lights and microphones and this and that. And I hope my mic is working today, because I spent plenty money on her. And then like today's lights are fine. I don't get it. I have gone through so much shit to get my lights to work. And sometimes you'll see that they get darker and lighter, and today it's working fine. I don't get it. But it is somewhat of an investment, and that's what I've learned about it. It's not all about just, hey, I'm gonna sit back and talk some shit, you know. It's a lot of, it's more time consuming off the camera than on the camera. On the camera, that's the fun shit. Off the camera, it's fun too, and it's very interesting and you know, stuff like that. But it's more work off the camera than on the camera. On the camera, it's really fun, but you do have to. It's more work than I thought it was, but it's enjoyable. I like it. So, number 5, has YouTube made you more confident or less confident? I would say it made me more confident. It made me get out of my comfort zone and try new things. It made me more outgoing with people that I don't even know. And I'm really glad that I kind of just did that, because I have met the coolest freaking ass. I know I always cuss, and I'm very sorry. But I have met the coolest people here that, you know, you can just vent to and talk to. I've met a lot of recovering addicts on here, which I really love, because we can share each other's little struggles and, you know, kind of bring each other down to earth instead of in our little brains. And I got a lot of support with that. I was really surprised when the girls did a surprise sobriety collab for me. I get tears just thinking about it, because I have more from them than I do actually people physically that I know. So, and that's just so crazy. And yeah, I got a lot more confidence, because I was very nervous when I started. And now I feel like when I do a video, I feel like I'm actually talking to you guys. Like, you guys are behind the camera or something, you know? It's weird. Okay, let me get the pee-pee out of my eyes. Okay, so number 6, how have you grown as a person since you started your channel? Yeah, like, first off, with the confidence, you know, and stepping out of my comfort zone, because I do collabs, and a lot of them have themes, mottos, colors, you know, so there's a lot of different things that you're not used to doing that you kind of have to push yourself towards doing. And even though there's a little fear of failure, you got to think of it as being fun. And it is fun, because sometimes you just see like some things work and you're like, oh my God, this is so great. I never knew I could do that. And then some things that don't work out and you're like, oh my gosh, this was an epic fail. But I think if you see it as fun and humor, then it's all worth it. So yeah, it did make me more confident and very more social and outgoing than I was, because I suffer tremendously under depression. It doesn't seem like it, but it takes me. I get up 2 hours before I have to get up for work, because I have to drag myself to do everything. I constantly have to battle in my head about, let's take the dog out, let's do this, let's do that. But as soon as I sit there, it's just. Yeah, so I have definitely gained more confidence. And I do feel like an accomplished, better person every time I do a video. 7, how have you grown as a content creator? Well, I had to actually, we're talking about the work. I use everything as content, y'all. I'll show you how I cook, take you to the store, let's spend the day with me. I'll do a review, I'll do a look, I'll do collabs. So it's like I like to be a broad spectrum of a channel. It is mostly beauty related stuff, but I do like to have a broad spectrum like of everything, so that way I can show you a little bit more of me personally. I like to do challenges, but it's also not just the stuff, the topic of the video. It's also like spending the time to learn how to edit and aggravating the crap out of myself. If I can't figure something out, you know, me and the girls, we get together on Instagram and we'll chat with each other about what editing apps we use. How to copy and paste links was like one of the first things that we wanted to learn how to do. How do we hashtag? Just those are like the little things, but when it comes to editing, it was like what kind of apps. Some apps work for some people, some don't. And then you've got your lives. Some of them work once or twice, and then they don't work. It's okay. What I have learned about growing as a content creator, it's okay when a video F's up. Okay, like I'll do a live and you can't hear me. And I'm like, sorry, y'all. Sorry to waste your time. You know, thought you would hear me. And then I have to report it to the app, what was going on. Or I can't see people's messages. I can't see what they're writing. And it's just stuff like that. You know, that makes you grow because it's not always your fault. And if it is, it's okay. We're humans. We make mistakes, you know. It's all about growing on the way in your journey, you know. So number 8, what does the YouTube beauty community need more of? Real, honest reviews. Like, if you get something from a company, that's all nice, but be honest about it, because you're, you know, misleading people just because your fear is not getting anything else from the company, or you have fear of your views. Some people I see, they get products that are scandalous, and they say it's because of the product, but basically they're doing it because they know if they use this product, they're getting views for that video because it has that scandalous. I like, it's just like profiting off of scandalism, and I don't think we should profit off of negativity. But I mean, I do understand there's a product out there now that's just launching a new palette next week, and I'm like, I want it so bad, but then I have to think about what's right and wrong. So, you know, I won't be doing that. But it's just like, you know, it's like I'm an ambassador from a company, that Lily Posh, and I love her shit, but not all of it, you know, and it's okay to not like all of it. Constructive criticism is kind of like what it's all about, but it's not about that. Sometimes what works for me might not work for you, and I think that's what the beauty community needs more of, is like honesty. Okay, what does the beauty community need less of? Negativity and shallowness. I had someone go to a girlfriend's channel of mine, and they made a remark about one of her flaws in her face, and it's like, how fucking dare you, you know? I mean, we all can be shallow, but here's the thing: we have to go from what's in someone's heart and not what someone's face looks like. Okay, just because someone isn't the I hate that, the norm, or whatever you're supposed to look like. I don't think God put a picture on earth and said you're supposed to look like this. I think he made us all a certain way, and we go through things. You know, if I were to go in a car crash tomorrow and burn the half of my face, I'm still fucking Jessica, okay? And I'm still going to do the other half with makeup. So, you know, I don't like shallowness. It's like, get the hell out of here. When I watch someone's channel and I see they're freaking cool and they've got that kind of vibe, to me, they're so cool and so beautiful. So those are the people I tend to love to watch. And I don't like someone who's trying to be like perfect or downsize anybody. Okay. We don't have to put ourselves on a pedestal because we don't belong. We could stay humble. Okay, number 9. Number 10, how has having a channel affected your day-to-day life? And that's a really big one. I think Tracy can tell you more of the story than I can because I'm on my phone more. I'll be on my phone sitting right next to that man when I can actually put down the phone and spend time with my sugars. And I need to do that. And I've been practicing and I've been doing actually pretty good. I had yesterday, I didn't go on my phone at all. You know, maybe just say hi once or twice, but not like to deep dive or have big conversations because I have someone physically next to me that I love more than anything, and I have to focus on priorities. So, and it takes a lot of scheduling. Like YouTube is like, okay, you got your collabs. I got a planner, a little YouTube planner. I don't have it here with me, but it's a planner, and I kind of have to plan in what time is what. And so I have to, because I work a lot. I mean, I work a lot, y'all. So I have to kind of like either do it before or after work. And so, yeah, that's how it plans my day, takes my day-to-day life. Plus, it's not only YouTube. You also want to promote yourself through other social media, like Instagram, for instance, TikTok, Facebook, Okay. Number 11, what are your strengths as a content creator? I would say that I'm outgoing and I'm kind of fearless. I'll do anything on my channel. And I think that's what my strength is. And I'll show myself like in the morning, waking up with nothing on, you know. And I do my best to be straight transparent. Like when I was moving, and I did my first live and video in the new house. Talk a lot about private stuff sometimes. So I think that's makes me. That's my strength. Number 12 is, what is your weakness as a content creator? I would say my weakness is. Oh, I hate that because I try not. Okay, my weakness is I do compare myself to people. I do, and that's just something I really need to work on. And my weakness is that I don't have a balance because I work a lot and I have my family, So I try to get with my dad's side, try to get with my mom's side. Then I've got Tracy and I've got my job, and then to get YouTube shoved in there, sometimes I kind of pressure myself, and I shouldn't compare myself and shouldn't pressure myself. It's all about fun. But, I guess that's my human nature. I compare myself, and that's really bad because I tend to speak a lot, but I don't, I preach, but I don't walk. Because I'll preach to my friends, don't you dare compare yourself. And here I am, I do it the same. So, okay. 13, are you introvert or extrovert on your channel, and has it helped your channel? I am an extrovert. If I really need to get extrovert on my channel, I get my bitch looks out. I do not name names of people. I have illiterately named names before, and that was really wrong. And so I won't do that again. I actually went to these people personally and apologized. But I don't want to talk shit about somebody, but I will talk shit about a situation, and I'll get my little bitch out the closet, and she can help me out with that. I feel like my phone is moving. Okay, anyways. Okay. 14, how do you want to grow as a person in YouTube in the next 5 years? I try not to focus on the future and stay in the now, but if I want to grow as a person, I'm not sure. I'm pretty comfortable with how I am, but I want to get a little bit more stronger. in the next 5 years. And I want to be a little bit more manageable. So hopefully I can do this at one point where I can be a little bit more focused on this, and then I can do whatever I'm doing part-time, so that can balance. I hope I can do that within the next 5 years. But it's not really for the money. The only it's so I can have a balance, because I can only work part-time if I get a few dollars somewhere elsewhere. And which, I don't know how things turn out. I'm not a genie in a bottle. Only God knows what's coming for me in the future. And I have to accept whatever he gives me. So, number 15, would you rather have fame without success, or success without fame? I think these kind of go hand in hand. I think one is not without the other, but I'd rather have success without fame, because I'd rather reap the fruits of work and be left alone. So I can chill when I want to chill and not have to be bothered and all that. But I kind of think that I think they go hand in hand. But I know a lot of successful people that aren't famous. And there's a lot of people on YouTube and Instagram that have thousands and hundreds of thousands of subscribers and followers, and they earn a decent amount of money, but they're not all out there famous. So I guess it's how you make it. I don't know. I'd rather be just successful and have my group of people that I really love, which is all the ones that watch me. My sincere subscribers, I consider them as friends. And I do have to apologize because I don't always go to their channel. I should. I just have such time issues. But anyways, that's it for this tag. Thank you, Jammie, for tagging me. I am going to tag, hang on, I wrote the names down because I didn't want to forget it. I'm going to do 4. I'm going to do Barbara's Beauty Bag, Cathy Brash, Beauty and More with Renee, and GracieLou Bargain Guru. So I'm going to leave their links in the description box along with Jammie's. And I hope you enjoyed this tag, and love you so much.